as a rocker, as a country artist, as a country folk artist, how do you want people to look at you? What is the impression that you want to give them?
I definitely always say my sound is very much always going to be country and rooted in country. I think any artist could say this. You have a little bit of different influences in your life, and they all kind of show in different songs. But I think when you come up with a song this hard, sometimes you're like, man, I still want to put out a ballad just to show that I'm not that forceful all the time. I mean, I'm going to say that my most of my songs are probably going to be very country, very sassy, because I am a redhead. It's kind of what we do. But I definitely think, though, I always kind of have that little bit of a rock edge. One of my good friends says, he's like, you very much are a country artist, but you almost perform like a rock artist. So I kind of have that essence, I guess, without even trying.
Not a bad combination.
Yeah.
Now, going back to what you alluded to before about your group work, I know that you are, in fact, part of another group, and I wanted to touch on that not only because you gave me one of your group tracks to play next, and we're going to be doing that in just a few minutes, but also because there's an element of confusion with the group that you have, the name of the group, and the fact that there's another group that's closely identified with a similar name, and I want to be sure and clear up any confusion there, because you have your own group, your own image, and we want people to know, we're not campaigning one group against the other or anything like that, but we want people to know who's who and to know, if they want your music, this is the group that you're in. Tell us a little bit about your group, Highway Women.
Yeah, so the Highway Women is definitely a very country group, and it's very cool because all the girls in it are solo artists, and we all are in the country genre, but we all have kind of different influences and different styles, so it's kind of fun. I always say the Highway Women kind of gives you a little bit of everything that you would want out of country because we have all these different styles. The different girls besides me, Kristen Kae, is Drew Haley, Amanda Pruitt, and Heather Harper. And I know Heather's a little bit more on the pop side. Drew's a little bit more on the folksy side, and Amanda Pruitt is definitely a little bit harder edge side. So sort of similar to me, more like Outlaw, I guess. But it's kind of cool because we all have the different sounds. So it's really, really fun, and I absolutely love that group. And that group is definitely helping me so much in my career and learning and figuring out who I am as an artist and stuff like that, because it's kind of fun to be around all these different influences and see how they actually end up influencing yourself back as an artist, even a solo artist yourself. So it's kind of cool.
Absolutely. Now, folks who want to find you and your group's music, what's the websites, the social media that they can go to and find you?
So it would be at highwaywomen.com. You'll find all of our links and stuff there. We're on all of those: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff.
All the usual suspect places, of course. And I had talked with Jill about it, and she was telling me pretty much what you just said, that the other group is very Americana with a pop tinge to it, and that you guys are staying on the countryside with perhaps a little injection of some rock in there to pep it up a little bit, and that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that there are more groups doing a similar image, it just gives everybody more to choose from, and I think it's fantastic. Not only that the group sound is available, but that there's definite female influence there. And there's been so much talk about not enough females getting played in country music, and it's just gotten to the point where, you sit back and say, okay, there's two ways to look at it. One, the ladies aren't getting enough plays, and then on the other hand, you look at it, if the ladies are doing something the people want to hear, and you get the word out so they can hear it, then it's up to the people to determine if they're getting enough plays or not. So it's a two-way street. You've got to have the product for the people to want to hear, and then the people have to want to hear it and act upon that. So it's a very edgy situation, and I agree with the basic concept that women should definitely have every bit as much of an advantage as the guys do, and they should get a fair shake, get as much play. If they're putting out the product that is the equal, and then they should definitely get equal attention. And you guys, if I've heard the song, John hasn't, and the audience hasn't heard it yet, but you guys are putting out a sound, as they heard with you, that is definitely it's got all the commercial qualities without being hokey, of course, and it's a good, solid, well done sound that's well produced, well presented.
Well, thank you.
And as I said, I think you're going to go a long way. You keep doing what you're doing, because you've definitely got something working for you there. We're going to play another track now. We've got about 30 seconds. Tell us about the Highwaywomen song, God Made Me Right.
God Made Me Right is all about just loving yourself for who you are and just being proud of who you are, no matter what that looks like, no matter how tall, short, no matter what size you are, just loving who you are and owning it. I love that.
I do too. Thank you so much for coming by and sharing with us. We wish you all the best. Do come back and see us. When you get that next single in the can, let us know, and we'll try and get it on and give it a play too.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Her name is Kristen Kae. That's Kae. Look her up. Talk to her. Go to her website. Go to her site online and tell her what you think of her music. She wants to hear from you. All of the artists love to hear from their fans. That's where they find out how they stand and where they're going. So drop her a line. Let her know that you heard her and what you think of her. Kristen Kae. This is called God Made Me Right.
The lovely ladies who just wanna have fun tonight. This song's for all of the women who's not going down without a fight. This song's for all of the females who let their sparkle shine bright. This song's for all the fearless chicks who turns every wrong into a right. I'm not sure what you have heard. Last time I checked, girls rule the world. Ooh, I'm proud of what I see. Ooh, the reflection staring back at me. I'm big, I'm small, I'm black, I'm white. I'm representing every single girl tonight. Ooh, I'm beautiful. God made me right. This song's for every girl out there who always opens up their hearts. Or to the missus who likes giving kisses to their one and only sweetheart. I'm not sure what you have heard. Last time I checked, girls rule the world. Ooh, I'm proud of what I see. Ooh, the reflection staring back at me. I'm big, I'm small, I'm black, I'm white. I'm representing every single girl tonight. Ooh, I'm beautiful. God made me right. made me right.
They call themselves the Highway Women, and it's Heather Harper, Amanda Pruitt, and our guest here today, Kristen Kae, with a K-A-E. And really excited for her. Great sound she's got there. I think the girl has a long way that she's going to go, and we're looking forward to tracking her success over the next few months and years. Love that song, too. Great concept. God made me right. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Kristen. Thank you also to Paul Edelman and Jangling Sparrows for sharing a couple of tracks in the story of their brand new album with us. We'll look forward to seeing you again next week right here on the David Bowers Awards. In the meantime, John Bon Jovial, take us home.
Well, yes, sir. I tell you what, folks, you did it again. Spent another perfectly good hour with the David Bowers Awards, and we are absolutely positively grateful that you have done just exactly that. The David Bowers Awards is broadcast around the world from the studios of Computer Help USA in Naples, Florida, and, of course, from the Valley of the Sun in Tempe, Arizona, and we are available for free. That's right, free on Blog Talk Radio. You'll also find us on the Anchor FM app for iOS and Android platforms, as well as Apple Podcasts, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Amazon Alexa devices, as well as SoundCloud, Mixcloud, and now on the TuneIn Radio app and the Cuyahoga Valley Radio Network, along with Live 365. Click the follow link on our Blog Talk Radio page, and please do like us on Facebook as well as Twitter. That's the David Bowers Awards. And be sure to join us next week, Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, for WRFZ FM 106.3. That's Rochester Radio for another edition of the David Bowers Awards. And you'll find us on Blog Talk Radio Sunday at 2 p.m., 11 a.m. Pacific, and 6 p.m. UTC for more great indie music and talk with the artists that make it happen. So until next week, for the David Bowers and Nick, our marvelously happy and geeky engineer, I am yours truly, the lovable, legendary John Bon Jovial, saying that we will see you next week right here on the David Bowers Awards.